Hello race fans, I'm Wylie Wade and this is Wylie's Race Report. Hello race fans, I'm Wylie Wade and this is Wylie's Race Report for Friday and Saturday, July 15th and 16th, 2022, where it was the Dwarf Car Nationals. On Friday night, the Dwarf cars were joined by the Pacific Coast Hobby Stocks and the Wingless Sprint cars. On Saturday, they were joined by the Xtreme Limited Late Model Series and the IMCA stock cars. We'll get to the results in just a minute. First, with a sad heart, we have to pass on the news if you haven't heard already. Longtime promoter at Antioch Speedway and longtime racer, John Soares, passed away this past weekend. I had the opportunity, the privilege, and the pleasure to work for John for a number of years. And it was always a joy for me to be able to sit down and talk with him and hear the stories of his racing past. More than one occasion, I told John he needed to write a book. John Soares passed away at 80 years old. Our thoughts and prayers here at Wylie's Race Report go out to John's family and friends. Hey, coming up this weekend, Saturday, July 23rd, 2022 at Antioch Speedway, we have the Wingless Sprint cars, the Pacific Coast Hobby Stocks, and the Mini Stocks, and they're going to be joined, late edition, by the IMCA Modifieds and IMCA Sports Modifieds. All that coming up this Saturday, the 23rd of July. Gates open at 4 o'clock. Racing action kicks off at 6 o'clock. You don't want to miss it. If for some strange, unbeknownst reason you can't be there, tune in to Antioch Speedway TV. That's right, slide on over to AntiochSpeedway.tv on your web browser and subscribe for all of the racing action. It is going to be a fantastic night of racing at Antioch Speedway. Friday night at Antioch Speedway, the Dwarf Car Nationals kicked off. Great racing action all weekend long on Friday night with the Wingless Sprint cars and the Pacific Coast Hobby Stocks joining the Dwarf cars. Here are the winners for all those classes on Friday night. Congratulations to our Friday winners. Saturday night, more great racing action. The track was in beautiful condition, great racing action all weekend long with all the divisions. On Saturday, again, joined by the Xtreme Limited Late Model Series and the IMCA stock cars, along with the Sportsman, Vet, and Pro divisions in the Dwarf cars. Here's the winners and the interviews in Victory Lane for Saturday night and the Dwarf Car Nationals.
Kenzer, not a bad run.
No, it's good to be back on the top spot, but it's toasty in there.
I'll say a little warm in this heat, but you handled it well, and looks like fairly easy race for you. You didn't have much challenge up there.
Yeah, I just kind of had to hit my marks and stay focused. The track got more dried out as we went, so I backed it down a little and just kept it timid and smooth. But yeah, last couple races haven't gone my way, so second last night, and I don't like second, so we got her done tonight.
And on Thursday night, you had a good run in the cornhole tournament too.
Yeah, we made it to the semifinals, but yeah, that was a tough one to swallow.
So you've been out here for 3 days, you take home the win. Who do you want to say thanks for helping you get out here?
I'm really stoked right now. Pretty much all my cousins are here tonight. We're out there in the pits having a blast. I want to thank my grandpa, my uncle Vuki, my cousins, Race, Bobby, Billy, all my second cousins. It's a good time out here, and it's my third race, so we're just having a great time. And yeah, just thanks to everyone. Everyone's so nice here.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our winner, Kenzer in the car. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our winner, Mike Reeder. Mike Reeder. Hey, not a bad weekend for you.
Not bad. Doesn't get much better. Car was 100% better tonight. That's for sure.
Track conditions that much different, or you made changes or both?
I made some big swings and they were good.
didn't have much of a challenge from anybody during that. Had some great racing behind you for a second. Did you know that you were just out there in front and not being challenged?
I couldn't feel anybody there, but didn't know how far back they were.
So what's it like on these big national events going up against all these cars and just having that kind of dominant win?
Oh, it's just an absolute blast. These are the funnest group of guys to run with all over the western states. We were in Colorado a couple weeks ago, and now we're back out here. So,
what do you want to say thanks for helping to get out here?
M&M Chassis, Ryan Diotti at DRI, my wife, of course, this is her car, my brother back there, Wayne's Locksmith, and Heath Construction, and Hangtown Paint.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our winner for the veteran division, Mike Reeder! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dan Brown Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, who led all of maybe, I don't know, a foot and a half of that race, has won a pass off the last turn and beat him where he belongs.
Yeah, I know. I was lucky we got a bunch back together. But Jinkerson led the whole thing. He was on the bottom. He's kind of a sitting duck. He didn't know the top was fast. I kept screwing up off the 2, up the 4. I got it right just in time on that last lap, so that was awesome.
Yeah, of course, if you're out front just pulling away, you didn't have as much fun as you did. I mean, you had to battle Michelle, you had to battle Slaney, you had to battle some cars back there, and it looked like you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I thought Slaney got me there, but that's how I found the high side was so fast. So I'm glad he dipped down on me. So anyway, first win of the year, so I'm really pumped.
How you liking this Xtreme Limited Late Model Series?
Oh, it's awesome. Mike Slaney put this together. We're committed to run the full tour, and we're so close in points, the top 3 of us. So it's been pretty good so far.
Who do you want to say thanks for helping to get out here?
I got to thank Dennis Ahart, the car owner, Carol Ahart, the car owner, my wife, my kids at home watching on your broadcast, Jensen Construction for providing us with fuel, and Jensen, if you're watching, we need more fuel.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our winner, Dan Brown Jr. Hey, Adam, you won, man. You ever get a chance, folks, take a look at this helmet. Looks like a World War II bomber helmet here. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. That was finally.
You got out front. You had to work your way up to the front. You had to get around Danny Wagner up there. You had to get around Tobias, and you had to get around T3. You did it, and then once you got out front, you kind of pulled away.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. I mean, in the Fast Dash, I was absolute junk. I was back in the pits like I don't know what to do. And to finally win a national at my home track, oh, this is awesome.
And I know you had mentioned last night you were unsure about the motors. You might have had a motor problem yesterday.
Yeah, we had some dirty injectors, got them fixed, and it's actually firing now, so I was able to run the bottom and do it pretty good.
All right, who do you want to say thanks for helping to get to victory lane?
I gotta say thanks to my grandparents, my dad, my girlfriend Bailey, everybody back there that helped me get this thing to the front.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our winner, Adam Tevez! Give it up for Garrett Cole! Hey, Garrett. Seems like we talked a couple weeks ago. Last week,
Yeah, last weekend we were able to get it done as well.
Now you got out front and had to hold off a couple players, but you were still able to stay out front and not have anybody pass you.
Yeah, when I started 5th and I was rolling the top of 1 and 2, and I just couldn't judge on what line would be better. And then on one of those restarts, I seen Steven's nose, and he got a little closer than I would like, and so I figured I might as well go down there and try it. And it seemed like the right rear was holding it well, and there's a little bit of moisture coming off of 2 over there, so I figured I'd give up a little bit for the top to get some back coming out of the turn 2.
On the last lap, you went down low into turns 1 and 2, and it looks like you kind of stalled a little bit. It seemed to lose a lot of momentum on the exit. In the middle of turn number 2 coming up off, that let Neiman make a good run on you, if you didn't know.
Yeah, probably a little more snug than I would like to be, but in order to loosen it up, I'd take side bite out of the car, and I didn't want to do that. I figured, if they're going to pass me on the bottom while I'm on the tires, they're going to have to do it the unclean way. So I kind of just had the position, had the track, kind of all to myself, being up front like that. I know how it is when you're running second and you keep seeing where you can capitalize on the guy, but just not able to get there. And I kind of wanted to wait too to see if somebody was going to show me a front bumper. If that was the case, I was going to step it up a little bit. I was looking at the top over here in 3 and 4, and it looked like it had pretty good moisture. If I needed to, I could rail the top, but luckily in my case, I never seen a nose, so I think I think we made all the right moves.
All right, who do you want to say thanks for getting you out here?
Skelton Racing, my in-laws, Carrie and Glenn Schaller, my fiance Taylor, her and our 11-month have been crew chiefing on this thing for the last 2 weeks. Ryland Racing, CPD Shocks, my grandparents, Nick and Brianna Sagmiller, Shannon Pump, Sagmiller Kids Race Team, my mom and her husband Scott and Carmel Johnson. So yeah, a ton of people that helped me out with this thing, and I'm very appreciative.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Garrett Korn. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mike, what do you got over here?
Hey, thank you, Wylie. Yeah, I'm over here with Craig Neiman, the second place finisher, but you know what? That was one heck of a race. I mean, you, Ryland, I think Johnson got up there with you. I mean, you guys were just duking it out for second place. We didn't know who was going to finish there.
Yeah, it was having a blast. It was just great, good, clean racing. It was having a good time.
Yeah, and we were just talking about it. You know, you got on the back of Korn there for a good minute. You were talking about the cushion here. How did that go to your advantage?
Nobody else was running it, and I seemed like my car worked really good up there. I had nothing on the bottom, up top, it was just rolling.
Now, I'm looking at your car right now. It's kind of bare.
Yeah.
But anyone you want to thank for getting you out here from Reno, Nevada?
Big Rob at Gunslinger Chassis, my wife. It's kind of about all it goes. 1-2 wrapped with Josh Coombs.
Okay, wonderful.
We don't have it wrapped yet, but that's coming.
It is good. I do know Josh is very backlogged from everyone that goes to him. But again, Craig Neiman, ladies and gentlemen, second place finisher tonight in the IMCA stock cars.
Fred, man, you were lucky today. You were battling for the lead, battling for second, and then you're back and forth and fifth, and the car seemed to kind of, I don't know, couldn't make up his mind.
Yeah, I was trying the top, trying the bottom, and it wasn't very good on the bottom for me. So I went back up to the top, but you know, I'm just following the 7 car and can't seem to, you know, can't pass. You got to get by. And so he kept trying the top, so it was just kind of follow the leader for me for a while. A couple more restarts maybe might have had something, but I was slinging it up there on the top, and that's about where this car was good, and the bottom was tough. 3 and 4 had some good moisture on the bottom there. I couldn't quite get through the top there very fast, but yeah, that's about it.
You had a lot of momentum, man. You were just getting a shot off, especially turn 2. But one time you went down the front straightaway in turn 1, and we had talked about this earlier before you did this, and you made a minor mistake, and that got a little too high.
Yeah, I got a little too high, and once you bobble, you know, they're gonna get by, and it's really tough in these cars to get back by.
Who do you want to say thanks for getting you out here?
My wife, first and foremost. She came out tonight and watched. Wayne Trimble for letting me drive his car. Excuse me, this is his car. We're building a new one, so we'll see what happens with that one. And PFC brakes, Swift springs, mid-state engines, and all-spec sheet metal.
How about these guys?
Yeah, Ryland Racing, yeah.
Yeah, you probably want to promote that.
Yeah, promote my own company, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, third place finisher, Fast Friday Riley, congratulations.
Thank you, good night.
Mike? Yeah. What a weekend of racing we had here.
Congratulations, all our winners past Friday and Saturday night for the Dwarf Car Nationals. What a great weekend of racing it was, and look forward to more coming up this weekend. Here's what we have on tap. Hey, coming up this weekend, Saturday, July 23rd, 2022 at Antioch Speedway, we have the Wingless Sprint Cars, the Pacific Coast Hobby Stocks, and the Mini Stocks, and they're going to be joined, late edition, by the IMCA Modifieds and IMCA Sports Modifieds. All that coming up this Saturday, the 23rd of July. Gates open at 4 o'clock. Racing action kicks off at 6 o'clock. You don't want to miss it. If for some strange, unbeknownst reason you can't be there, tune in to Antioch Speedway TV. That's right, slide on over to AntiochSpeedway.tv on your web browser and subscribe for all of the racing action. It is going to be a fantastic night of racing at Antioch Speedway. That's going to do it for this episode of Wylie's Race Report. Tune in to Antioch Speedway by Promotions Facebook page around 4:15 on Saturday for the pre-race show, and then we'll go live about 5:30 on Antioch Speedway TV for all of the exciting racing action coming up this weekend at Antioch Speedway, where action is the attraction. Until next time, I'm Wylie Wade. Goodbye, everybody. On Friday night, the Dwarf cars were joined.